In this review, I'll be going through a basic review about a football goalkeeper gloves. Now, this is an Adidas version, and as you can see, alright, they show a couple of pictures of actual known goalkeepers, Manuel Neuer, Casillas, and Mandanda, alright, that wears it. So it has a very big reputation. Now, as you can see, the name of this actual gloves, football gloves, is F50 training for goalkeepers. Now, the pricing of this gloves is around in the actual price of is around £20. Alright, so that's very cheap, and you probably can find it even cheaper when he goes cheaper. Most of the time he does that. Alright. Now, to start off with, just hold on. As you can see, alright, it clearly says that what the special thing about this gloves is that it has vented cuffs, like as is mentioned at the bottom of that. Alright, and that's about it. Okay, and because it's a F50, just a training football gloves. Alright. Other than that, as you can see, it just gives you a few informations here. Alright, and it gives you 3 points. Alright, in different languages, as you can see. Alright, it says that 1, an excellent glove for beginners and youth players. 2, it's a ever backhand and good symbiosis of softness, durability, and shock absorption. Number 3, vented cuff, slit wrist closure for expanded freedom of movement and easy entry. Okay, now to start off with, it comes with an actual menu book, which most football clubs don't even do that. Alright, and the menu book just goes through just the information about this glove. That's all. Alright, there's nothing else there's nothing else important about it. That's all. Alright, like a general information, care instruction, please note, etc. Alright, so firstly, if you want to go through it, you'll get this with it if you buy this kind of gloves. Alright, as on top of that, as you can see, alright, here's the gloves. Alright, it is for the beginners, so the actual grip is very thin. Alright, so if someone takes a hard shot, you will actually feel it. So that's one negative point. Another point is that as it can take you off, alright, obviously more higher end, more expensive gloves will have the actual strap bit all the way here, so this part actually can strap around, and obviously gives you more protection and it won't come off easily. As you can see that this one doesn't have that, it just has a tiny bit there, and like they say, the slit, the slit, this part is slitted, as you can see. Alright, in my opinion, I would say it's not a positive thing. It's something that I would get very annoyed, because it would, first of all, this will automatically come off. On top of that, it will feel very loose as well. It will just feel like coming off. Okay, whereas if it was actually stitched on around like that, alright, you would have had better grip. Okay, that's from my opinion. I would say you would have had better grip. So when they say vented cuff, it's pointless. Alright, on top of that, you can see that it has the Adidas logo here. Alright, there's a lot of as you can see, a lot of slits there, grips there. There's a lot of grips and stitching around here, and that's one of the best thing about this glove, is that it has all these grips. So now, when if you want to punch the ball away, or there's a lot of ways if you want to punch away of that, you have that grips without the ball slipping away from your hands or doing something wrong. Okay, it has a lot of grips. That's the one only good thing. Other than that, the front bit where it has the grip here is useless. It's very thin, so if you're getting hard shot on it, it will come off. On top of that, stitching around here it's very light. It's only one stitch, so that will automatically rip off. I'm telling you this from my own experience and my own. I used a lot of gloves, so I see the difference. Alright, it is a cheap budget gloves for £20. You can't really go wrong anyway, but I would say you rather spend a little bit more money and get a better gloves. Now here, as you can see, it says that it is made in Indonesia. Alright, and it just gives you another few more information about this gloves. Alright, now it says the size of it and it says the Adidas logo. Now from my opinion, I wouldn't really recommend to buy this kind of gloves. Alright, you can find a better quality gloves which is not very known, okay, and it's more cheaper to buy, whereas this is not really that expensive. All right, it's just because of the name. It's quite the price is quite high, and honestly, it doesn't have everything that you need. All right, or even for a beginner, it's not even worth it because of the lack of quality is made with at the front with very thin grip at the front. Alright, the stitching is not really, it's only done once, and you can see that it will come off easily within wearing it once or twice or 3 times. Alright, the only good thing I would say is that it's just this part, okay, the outside bit, alright, after part where it has a lot of grips. Alright, the stitching is too poor because it only has one stitch, but it has a lot of grip to actually punch off the ball. Alright, um, the strap on part, as you can see that it only has a tiny bit there, and also imagine you're closing it, the rest of that is not even actually covered, so it's pointless. And the vented cuff is it's not very it's not very useful. So thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. And last of all, before I finish this video, I bought this from M&M Direct. Okay, so if you want to search it up there, or if you just search the name on Google search, alright, just then type in the name F50 training goalkeeper gloves, you will actually find in various other online store.